Morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Your man Omid here with you once again to tell you about all the craziness of this market and make you smarter than the guy you're sitting next to. So buckle in with me for a couple of minutes and we'll get that done. First and foremost, sincere thank you for all of you who showed up last week on Tuesday for this reinventing yourself and staying relevant thing that we were doing at the Washington Mortgage Bankers Association. It was a sold out event. And it was so great to see so many of your faces. Thanks for making the trek down there. Okay, next. What's happening with the market, you asked, this week? Well, lots of economic things happening this week that we're going to dive into in 2 seconds, but we have to be super careful. Although we are picking up a little bit here today, it's important that we close above this moving average, and the statistics are telling us that we are nearing an overbought territory. And as a quick reminder, when we get into overbought territory, usually the traders will do some format of profit taking and cause rates to increase. Right now, we're seeing rates that are holding steady to decreasing. It's a positive movement, which is a great thing. What does that mean for rates? Well, they haven't caught up yet to the movements themselves. As you saw, we had a lot of treading water, if you will, here last week, right in here, and then we've had really major sessions been today that we busted through this little realm here. So last week started at 708. Rates for this week at 7.11 so far starting Monday, but hopefully if everything holds, we'll see some improvements. Don't know yet. There's lots of stuff going on. Let's get into it. Okay, so nothing happening today. Tomorrow I want you to look for durable goods orders. This is going to be important because this ties into our production as a country. Durable goods, guys, as a quick reminder, airplanes, vehicles, appliances, anything that's supposed to last longer than 3 years. That's what that is. Case-Shiller HPI, Home Price Index, FHFA HPI. So the Case-Shiller measures the median pricing of all the homes in the U.S. FHFA measures the pricing of homes that took out a conventional mortgage to buy them. So those two things are important. Perhaps the most important thing on the docket, Federal Reserve statement and press conference tomorrow. This is where we're going to see Mr. Jerome Powell speak his mind as to what's happening and where things are going. I'm going to talk about that in 2 seconds. On Thursday, the gross domestic product, our output, our production as a country, it was at 3.1. If you ask me where it's going to land at, I think it's going to be in that 2.4, 2.5 range, showing a slowdown in our production as far as the nation goes. Initial jobless claims, that'll be interesting. That'll come out on Thursday, showing us how many people have filed for unemployment. And then on Friday, probably the biggest thing that's going to affect the market is going to be the PCE, the personal consumption expenditure. This is the Federal Reserve's favorite way of measuring inflation. What we're seeing so far, preliminary reports, is that inflation is going to be creeping up about 0.2%. So it's going to probably go from 2.4 to about 2.6. The core inflation may hold steady, but again, that's not good news for mortgage rates. So what am I expecting? I am expecting a no Federal Reserve rate cut. I don't think he's going to cut any rates. I think he's going to kick the can down the road to the next one. I'm expecting to see what his plans are. He's going to have that conversation. And probably more important than that, the comments of what Trump wants. Trump went on and talked about the fact that he wants, rates to be immediately lowered, and he wants the rest of the globe to follow the United States and lower its rates, etc. Unfortunately, it does not work that way. And so the only way for the Federal Reserve to really sit and lower the mortgage rates, if you will, because that's what he's speaking of, the borrowing costs, is to buy mortgage-backed securities and print more money to buy treasuries, which in and of itself is inflationary. So I don't know how he's going to handle that. I don't know what he's going to say, but we'll see. Stock market having a big earnings week this week, right? All of these folks that you see on the screen here are going to be reporting their earnings. The market shakers are your Magnificent Sevens. They are your Amazons, your AT&Ts, your Googles, your Microsoft, your NVIDIAs. All of that's going to be reporting here this week. So this reporting will cause people to either go into the stock market and buy more, or it will cause them, like they're doing today, to run away from the stock market. A Chinese chip maker showed that they're actually performing higher than NVIDIA. So now NVIDIA slid on the day, lost about 12, 13% today. So that's part of the reason, really, if we're seeing this pick up here, this is money that's coming in from the stock market that is losing it. Okay. So at the end of the day, this is interesting. We should talk about this. New home sales, signed contracts around the country in December, they were actually up. They were up 3.6%. month over month, and they were up 6.7% year over year. So you are seeing people getting used to these higher interest rates and coming back into the market, which is interesting to watch. This only can mean one thing: if there's going to be more activity in the market, home prices are going to most likely go up. So hang tight with all that. If you're somebody who's in the market who hasn't executed yet, probably a good time to get yourself in there, because again, the competition hasn't necessarily hit yet. But as I've been saying for months and months, here it is, 6.7% year over year from last year to this year. Okay? As always, please do subscribe, like, comment, and share. Send this out to someone you love and care about. Make sure they're as smart as you are. Thank you for all your support, and I'm only a phone call away if you guys need anything. Have a great week. Thank you for